Hi there, my name is Ogodino Uche Jude. Welcome to today's class. Our topic for today is Introduction to Bearing and Distance. So let's go through our slides, or let's go through our lesson objective for today. So by the end of the lesson, the student should be able to draw and explain the 4 cardinal points, distinguish between compass bearing and 3-digit bearing, solve simple bearing questions. So the bearing of a point B from A is the angle alpha B measured in clockwise direction, which is the direction AB mixed with the northern direction, and so on and so on. Now, to get a better understanding, let's just go through our example. Example 1. So example 1, the bearing of a point P from a point Q is 0.65. What is the bearing of Q from P? So before we continue, what you need to know about bearing is we have 4 cardinal points. We have the north, south, east, and west. So at the middle, we have for this part northwest. Northwest direction comes from this direction. Northwest and northwest, northwest. So this direction is our northeast, coming like this and not this place. This is not the right place for your northeast. Then when you come towards this direction, this is your what? Southwest, southwest, not this. Then this one is what? Southeast direction. So like we were saying, this is our northwest and so on and so forth. So let's solve our question. So the bearing of a point P from Q. So take note of the word from. So if they say from Q, they actually means that the bearing should be from what? From Q. So this is our north, south, east, west. Q, the bearing is from Q. So 0.65 goes upwards, meet at the middle of the other one. So this is your north, south, east, and west. So this is P. So the bearing of a point P from Q, this is the bearing 0.65 degrees. Now, what is the bearing of Q from P? So the bearing should be from here now. Now, if you remember your Z angles, alternate angles, when a transversal crosses 2 parallel lines, then we have so many kind of angles, corresponding angles, alternate angles. So the Z angle is alternate angle. So this point 65 is alternate to this point 65, alternate angles. Now, if this place is 65, to get the bearing, the rule of bearing now is you must add up to where the line stops. So this is the adding. This place is 90, 90 plus 65. So 90 plus 90 plus 65, that is 180 plus 65, which will give us 245 degrees. So the correct option is 245 degrees. So that is our answer. Let's go to example 2. So example 2. A bearing of 310 expressed as compass bearing is what? So going back to the main board, or making the board wider. Now, if you want to get this, this is what? Your north, your south, your east, and your west. So start from this clockwise direction. 310, this is 90, is not to 310. 180, because 90 plus 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. So this place is 270. Then 310 should be somewhere here. You draw a line to stop the movement. Then that means from this place to this place is 310 degrees. But we want the compass bearing. So the compass bearing, like I told you before, North, south, east, west. Your northwest should be somewhere here. So we don't need this part, we need this part. So for us to get this part now, 360 will complete it. Now 360 minus 310 will give us what we have here. So 360 degrees minus 310 degrees will give us 50 degrees. This is 50 degrees, but it's within the northwest direction. So our answer is equal to north 50 degrees west. So that is how to express that as your compass bearing. Let's go to another example again. So the next example, the bearing of north 75 degrees west, example 3, I suppose. The bearing of north 75 degrees west can also be expressed as what? Okay, going back to the board. Solution. North, south, east, and what? West. So north 75 degrees west, northwest. So north 75 degrees west. This is where northwest should stop. So 75 degrees west. So if this is a north 75 degrees west, it therefore means our compass bearing, like I told you, should start from here, 90, 90, 90, 90. So what's this remaining place? If you are, this is the compass bearing, but if you want 3-digit bearing, you should stop at where it meets the line, not crossing the line. So this place is 15 because 75 plus 15 will give us the 90 that this place is made up of. Now add 90 plus 90 plus 90. That's 270 plus 15. So 285 degrees. So in 3-digit bearing, it's 285 degrees, but in compass bearing is what? 75 north, 75 degrees west. So going to the next question. Okay, example 4. The bearing of 2 points A and B from a reference point O are 130 and 220 respectively. If OA is equal to 30 kilometer and OB equal to 40 kilometer, find AB. We're looking for AB. So the solution to this now is the reference point is what? O. So if the reference point is O, that means our 130, this is our O, north, south, east, west. So let's start with 130. 130 should be somewhere here. And 130 is to A. So this is 130 degrees. It goes to A. And OA is 30 kilometer. Then OB, 40 kilometer. But what's the bearing? The bearing from O is 220. So 220 should enter the third quadrant because 220 is more than 180. So 220 should somewhere here. So this is 220 degrees. Cross to this side. And 40 is longer than 30. So this is B, 40 kilometer. You join together. Now, how do we get the angle inside? If you want to get the angle inside, this is just simple logic. The first one, 130. How can I make this bigger and clearer now? I hope you see it here. The first one is what? 130. The second one crosses and stopped at 220. So the journey from here to here is greater than 130, meaning 220 minus 130. So 220 minus 130 will give you the angle here, and that is 90 degrees. So if you draw a smaller triangle now to represent what you have just done, this is B, this is A, this is O, and this is what? 90 degrees. So this is a right angle triangle. So this is 40 kilometer, 30 kilometer, How do we get this? Simple. Since the right angle triangle, you don't need the sine rule or the cosine rule. You just use the Pythagoras theorem, because right angle triangles are solved, especially the sides, they are solved using the word Pythagoras theorem. So using the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. This is your hypotenuse square because it's facing the right angle. Any side facing the right angle or 90 degrees itself, that side is the hypotenuse side, not what you were taught before, the longest side. Yes, it might be the longest side, but the main thing is the one facing the what? Right angle. So hypotenuse square is equal to 30 square plus 40 square. And that should give us 2,500. If you look for the square roots, hypotenuse will now give us what? 50 kilometer. And that hypotenuse is your side AB, line AB, 50 kilometer. Hope that one is clear enough. So let's go to the final example. So 3 towns, example 5. 3 towns A, B, and C are situated so that AB is equal to 60 kilometer and AC is equal to 100 kilometer. The bearing of B, or the bearing of B from A is 60 degrees, and the bearing of C from A is 290 degrees. Find A, BC, and B, the bearing of B from C. So our solution, so the bearing of B from A is 60, and the bearing of this, so B from A being 60 should be, that means from A, this is 60. The bearing of B from A is 60 degrees. And the bearing of C from A is 290. 290 should be the fourth quadrant. So this point is 290. From this point to this point is 290. From here to here is 60. 290 degrees. So find BC. This is B from A, which is 60. And the B from A, what was given to us? AB 60 kilometer. AC is 100 kilometer. So let me make this one a bit shorter. Okay. So it goes like this. Okay, that's right. Now, how do we get this particular point? What's this point? So for we to get this point, it should be what? Yes, that's the correct thing. 360 minus what? 290. Again, 360 minus 290. So what's 360 minus 290? That should be what? 70 degrees. So this point is 70 degrees. So if we draw a smaller triangle to represent what we've just gotten, this place is our A, B, C, 100 kilometer, 60 kilometer. Adding 70 plus 60 will give us 130 kilometer. So to get BC is very simple. What do we do now? We use the what? The cosine formula. So if you are using the cosine formula, that is, this should be small a. BC is small a. BC is equal to small a. So A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. A square is equal to B square is what? This is small b, 100, plus this is small c, 60, minus 2 times 100 times 60 cos 130. So A square will give us square root everything. When you solve everything perfectly, you get square root of 21313.6 kilometer. A square will now give us square root of 21313. And A will now give us, if you find the square root of this, that will give us 146 kilometer. So this is 146 kilometer. So we are through with that part. Now the second question is, what is the bearing of B from C? What is the bearing of B from C? So to get the bearing of B from C, this is the diagram again. Because this is B, this is C. This place was what? 130. This place was initially 60, and so this place was 290. So how do we need to get the smaller place first in order to know what to do. So if we want to get the smaller C, recall we have 146 kilometer here, 100 kilometer here, and this one is what? What was it again? Okay, 60 kilometer. So what we do now is we need to get this angle. If we want to get this angle, it's going to be this small angle, C over sine C, is equal to what was the complete one? The one that is complete here is this 130 and this. So that will give us what? If this is our A, that means this one is small a over, let me make this understandable. This is big A, this is small a. The line facing this is small a. This is big B, the line facing it is small b. This is big C, the line facing it is what? Small c. So small c over this sine C that we are looking for, all over small a, which is this line, over the sine, the angle facing the line, which is what? Sine A. So that gives us C is what? 60 over sine C is what we are looking for. We give us A. What is A? 146 over what? Sine 130. If you make sine C the subject of the formula, sine C will now give us sine 130 times 60 over 146. So sine C will give us a value which I can't recall now, but our final answer C will be sine R whatsoever value in decimals. Use 4 decimal places. That's 0 points. And our final answer will give us what? 18.35 degrees. That is what you will get if you have done it properly. So coming back to analyze the bearing of B from C now. This is what we got. So this is 18.35 degrees. Now, look at this place very well. This place, if we want to get this particular point, what do you think this point will be? If this place is 70, then it therefore means this place is also what? 70. Z angles, look at it. This place was what? 70, because we added 70 plus 60. Remember, this place was 60. So this place is 70. Look at this line. 70. Then this place is what? 70. So 70 plus 18.35. So that angle C, 70 plus 18.35. That should give us 88.35. Now, everything here is what? 90, right? So let's subtract from 90 to get this smaller part. So 90.00 minus 88.35. That's 90.00 minus 88.35. So this is 7. This is 8, 9, 9, 10. 10 minus 5. This is 1.65. So this very small angle is 1.65. So we can actually now get the bearing. This is what we are doing now. This is the diagram. This is the bearing of B from C. This is what we've gotten already. This is a triangle. This part is 70. This part is 18.35. We use the sine root to get that part. Now everything here is 90. We subtracted from 90 and we got what? 1.65, I suppose, 1.65. So 1.65. So it's very, very easy now to get the right answer. So the bearing, recall, the bearing will now come clockwise rather, to the point where it meets this line, this triangle line, this point now. So that would be 90 plus 1.65. So the bearing of B from C. So therefore, the bearing of B from C is equal to 90 plus 1.65. That gives us 91.65, approximately 91.7 degrees. So that is the answer. So with this, folks, I hope I've been able to do, or I've done justice to this particular topic. Until we meet again in our next online or offline class, as you may call it, my name still remains Ogodino Uche Jude. Stay blessed.